I'm Katie Clarke. I'm from Halifax. I run an organisation called Visits Unlimited. We're working to deliver training around the country at the moment for the Access for All project. I have a large family. I have 6 children, and you're all supposed to go, wow. I have 6 children, and they range from twins of 16 who are doing GCSEs to a son who's travelling around Australia at the moment, and he's 24. And I have a disabled daughter who is really amazing and inspirational, and she enjoys life. And she has lots of trips that she goes on herself with her personal assistants, and lots of memories of family times together as she grew up. So we were a family that have always had days out, short breaks, going away on holiday, and lots of travelling experiences, some fantastic, wonderful times. And I'm just going to tell you a bit about what it's like for our family, 6 children and 2 dogs, what it's like around the pre-planning, so before we even think about and organising our day out, what it's like getting ready for a day out, and what it's like travelling and getting there. So my research, being a mum and having so many children and all that washing and ironing you can imagine piles up, getting kids off to bed, my research doesn't start till about 11 o'clock at night. So that's when not only me, but lots of other families of disabled children are Googling away on the internet, looking for and planning their holidays, their short breaks, or where they're going tomorrow. So what happens? I get on a site, it's late, I have to put my glasses on to look at the access statement, and I can't find the information that I'm looking for. There's lots of information on it about where to go with your dogs, but nothing about where to go with your family, with your disabled children. So I get on the site, and I'm actually already exhausted, so I don't bother. And then I remember that a friend of mine has told me about a venue not far away that's got really good information. So I go onto that website, I click, it comes up, it's shouted about, I can read some testimonials, and I think, I'm going to go there tomorrow. I'm going to take my kids. I can look, I can see there's a changing places toilet nearby. I can see where the parking is. And also it's got a contact phone number. So I think, actually, that's a really good place to go. Go back up to bed, pretty shattered. I get woken up every night 4 times because my daughter has a buzzer next to her bed. And I'm the only person in our house, we've got at least 9 people sleeping in our house, that hears that buzzer. It can be to put her in a good position because she's got severe disabilities and complex needs, so she needs her position changing once or twice a night. She's physically disabled, so sometimes it can be that she actually just needs her nose wiping. She needs to drink every half hour during the day, so often in the night she requires a drink. By the time it's my 4th buzzer wakening, I am pretty much like this, walking into her bedroom, and she needs help to go to the toilet. So this is my night shift. I've already done the Googling. This is my nighttime shift. So eventually, I get a couple of hours sleep, and because we're going on a day out, I set my alarm clock for about 6:30. 6:30 comes, and there's a lot of work to do before I even get the kids up. So I'm really organised, get the sandwiches ready, get myself ready, get things packed in the bags. And at 7:30, I wake the other kids up, but then start to get my disabled daughter up. She's deaf, so we all sign So things need explaining a lot slower. So the whole process of getting her up, lifting her into a sitting position, helping her get into her electric wheelchair, getting her into the toilet and the bathroom and helping her do every bit of personal care. So from brushing her hair to brushing her teeth to being on the toilet, everything needs to be done by me. She then wheels in and chooses her clothes. She's much more fashion conscious than me. She's got far better taste than me. So she likes to choose her own clothes. I then assist her to get her arm up, put her arm down, get the T-shirt on, make sure she's as comfortable as possible. By this time, it's about 8:15 and the other kids are pretty hungry. She has lots of electronic aids and devices, so her cochlear implant needs putting on, batteries need putting in, make sure they're charged, batteries need putting in the bag for the day out, batteries, make sure the electric wheelchair is charged up, and she has a communication aid, so that needs to be put on the mounting system, needs extra batteries because the batteries only last 3 hours. So if we're going on a day out, a whole day, I need at least 3 or 4 batteries in the back of the bag, which is actually quite heavy. She has a through-floor lift, so that's really brilliant. So she can go down in the lift and go into the kitchen on her own, and then I meet her with the other kids, and we start making breakfast. I am already pretty tired. Making breakfast, I then have to feed and give her a drink, and the feeding takes 3 times longer than my other kids. So my other kids have to be really patient, and they have to be really well behaved and compassionate. So by the time we're getting on ready for our day out, we're actually 40 minutes behind schedule. So we're now on plan B. It doesn't stop there, because we then putting everything into the vehicle. It's all the changes of clothing, especially up in Yorkshire, where you might need a brolly. We need a plastic bag to go over the communication aid if it rains. You've got to be aware of the electric wheelchair in the rain. So we get everything into the car, including the 2 dogs. I have a very large green van, and there's lots of parents, many of us small mums, driving very big vehicles. You'll see us coming. Beware. We go outside, dogs in the car, all the equipment, and the packed lunch. Getting Nadia into the car as well takes a lot of effort. Have to press the button, get the ramp down, get her onto the ramp, put the ramp up. She drives in, often scraping the side of the seat, making a hole. And then all the straps, strapping this, strapping that one in, strapping the 2 front ones. So a bit of agility going on as well. Good job, I'm fit. Then the headrest, the strap right across. Make sure we've got the disabled parking stickers. Put the boot up, and we're ready to go. The 2 dogs by this time are pretty frustrated about the length of time it's taking. So the dogs are jumping around the vehicle, the kids are jumping around the vehicle, but Nadia's safe and sound, and we're ready to go. Sat nav on, because the website's told me the directions to the exact place of the car park. So I've got I'm fully confident that we're going to arrive at the right place. We're driving along, everything seems fine, get to the venue, delighted to see the car parking space is near to the information and the visitor centre. Great to see that, but there's pebbles. And actually I forgot or didn't read properly that it's a pebbled approach, which is not easy, even though the parking's really good. I know it's going to be challenging to get the wheelchair out and on the pebbles. Don't know if you've ever tried that, but it's pretty difficult. So we're at the venue, and the whole process is in reverse. So each of the straps have to be taken off, the headrest off, ramp down. Nadia goes backwards on her own, goes down the ramp, Somebody's got to get the dogs, don't forget. Somebody's grabbing the dogs. All the lunch, all the electrical gear on the back of the wheelchair, car, door put back, everything locked up. Uh-oh, forgotten something. Go back to the car, unlock, and I'm wishing I could have an extra pair of hands. It's a big push to get over the pebbles. So by the time I get to the visitor centre, I am feeling pretty shattered. I deserve a medal for getting to your venue. And I at least deserve a welcoming smile when I arrive at the reception.